A very good day to you wherever you are in the world. Now, if you have been following my channel over the last 5 days, I have been to the Kingdom of Thailand. And I went to Pattaya, which I have been to, you could say, many times before, just on a vacation, sometimes in the past, like in the 90s, and I have actually worked there. But I wouldn't choose to live in Pattaya. There may be other cities or places or provinces in Thailand that I would retire in, but I have chosen to retire here in Cambodia, the Kingdom of Cambodia, right next door to Thailand. I will happily visit Thailand many times. Literally, it's a 40-minute flight. So from here to Bangkok, for example, I could wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I could be on the beach, so to speak, in some kind of area. So why would I choose to live in Cambodia? It's not the price value. It's just the simplicity of life. Like most people, you've enjoyed being young and you've had some excitement. You've done the bars, the nightclubs, you've traveled around the world, and it has been great. But retiring, you just want to slow down. You don't want to live next to a noisy bar. You don't want to, or I don't want to, live next to a go-go bar and be constantly harassed in your face just when walking down the street saying, "Do you want a massage? Come in, have a good time, have a drink with us," with all these beautiful young, you could even say sexy girls. It's just really not my cup of tea. But to go and visit makes it exciting, but you also enjoy going back home where you have the peace and tranquility. I have been based in Cambodia ever since 2015. I did retire when I was 44 due to some good investments and some wise decisions when I was younger. Here in Cambodia, you could say, where I live is actually very peaceful. There is an entertainment scene called pub streets, and there's lots of loud music, and occasionally, yep, I would go there, but there's hundreds of other restaurants where you can enjoy, and the view in this city of Siem Reap, no building can be taller than any of the temples, so it's like no higher than a 6-story building, which is great. It just keeps it flat, and you could even say good for the environment. In Pattaya, if you did retire in the city centre, it seems always a hassle to do something. And here in Cambodia, it's not. It's relatively easy. You could even say it's a little bit old-fashioned in that respect. So this is why I choose this. I don't want in your face, which I've had ever since I was 20 years old, graduated from university and went to work. I don't want that. I would just want it quiet, but I want the convenience. No country or no city in the world is going to be perfect, but you are going to take the things related to you. I'm sure there's some people who are 55 or 60 years old thinking of retirement, thinking of Thailand. They've been to Pattaya and they went, "Wow, it's fantastic, all the girls love me," etc. And compared to European prices, drinking is incredibly cheap. Compared to Cambodian prices, drinking in a bar is actually really expensive. But you can get some good beers, etc., etc. And yes, the cost of living, you can easily survive very comfortably in Thailand for less than $2,000. For me, it's not a matter of money. I'm very fortunate to say it's just my choice of choosing Siem Reap, Cambodia, which I think is a wonderful, excuse me, it's very hot, wonderful city. It's not perfect. It does have the occasional blackout. Sometimes the internet doesn't work. With the COVID situation, very lucky indeed that this country was the first to achieve zero COVID for 59 days, something which China never managed to do, but was always hoping to do. In Thailand now, if you go, it's actually really busy. This is the high season. There's lots of tourists. I met some Russians, I met a lot of Indians, and a lot of the Chinese are coming back as well. A lot of people still do wear masks. That's entirely up to you. It's not mandatory. Is it advisable? Well, yes and no, but let's not go down that road. in Thailand, there is the convenience of the big shopping centres, the super malls, etc. You do have them in the capital here, but I wouldn't want to live in the capital because it's like Bangkok, possibly like 20 or 10 years ago. It's drama all the time. It's non-stop. But I would say that Bangkok would be safer than the capital of Phnom Penh. I know that I'm waffling, and I hope you are enjoying some of the videos that I did capture over the last 5 days for you. So if you are thinking of retiring and you're thinking of Southeast Asia, I wouldn't choose Malaysia because visa restrictions are really difficult. I would choose the Philippines, I would choose Cambodia, I would choose Thailand. And again, I emphasize it doesn't have to be Pattaya. There's a beautiful city right next door to Pattaya called Siem. It's a really long stretch of beach, but you would live in a condominium. You can rent, and you can get a nice condominium for about, I'm talking a really nice condominium for about $500, pretty close to the beach, and you have a beach view. In Pattaya, it would possibly be more than that, but it can be incredibly small, depends on your budget. Now remember, you're retiring, you're not on holiday. So most people would like something with space. Here, you can rent, and you can rent a really nice apartment for about $300. I did do a video of that before per month. That includes Wi-Fi, that has free cable TV and collection. The electricity is more expensive than Thailand, granted at 25 cents, American cents per unit. And the water can be free, or sometimes you would pay a flat fee of $5, $10, $15, depending on the location, and again, your budget, etc., etc. All these reasons I choose to live in Cambodia is just that it's more convenient. I can hop on my motorbike, I can get into the city centre, which is 15 kilometres away, within, let's say, 10 minutes. And occasionally there will be a traffic jam, and that's another convenience I love about Cambodia. There's hardly any traffic, apart from the festival times when lots of people do come and invade Siem Reap, where I am right now. It's not because of the temples which surround us, even though they're very beautiful. It's also the people. They're incredibly friendly. It's not the food. I wouldn't say the Cambodian food is the best in the world. The Thai food is much nicer with much more choice, but I can still get Thai food here. And again, when you go on holiday, just hopping over the border, whichever way you want to go, by land or by plane, I don't think there's any train system yet, it's exciting to visit, which makes Thailand a place that you can go for a weekend, for a long weekend like I did, for 4 days or 4 nights and 5 days, etc., and just enjoy. But then you're happy to come back home again because you've been in the hustle and the bustle, and it's time just to unwind. If you're thinking of working, then go to Thailand because you're going to get much more money than here. If you were a teacher, for example, you could get up to 2,000 baht. It's okay if you're a single guy. Here, you would have to be a top teacher in a university to get that money, maybe a bit higher. So in that respect, Thailand is good for working, much better than Cambodia. Now, what I'm trying to do is just like cover every single aspect, but putting it into my situation on the ground here. Yeah. I repeat, I have worked in Thailand before, and I had a great time. But as a gentleman which is getting close to the age of 55, I'm not into the big nightlife and the big bars. I'm just quite happy to go to a bar. They've got an acoustic guitar, a good singer, something a bit louder, that playing some classic rock from Queen or from the Scorpions, or who else can we talk about? AC/DC or Metallica, some songs like that. I think I waffled on. So this is why I choose to live in Cambodia. I could choose to live in Thailand, but I choose to live in Cambodia because for the retired generation, I would say it's a lot easier, it's more convenient, it's quiet, and you can get a lot of stuff done, and there's so many things to keep you occupied, and the life is not in your face, which it is in Pattaya most of the time. I know I'm going to get some thumbs down with this and say, oh, well, stay in Cambodia, whatever. It's just the experience of living in Asia for getting close to 30 years, and it's my choice. I will wish you a happy day wherever you are. A thumbs up would be fantastic. Share this with your friends. And I will see you for the next episode about Thailand. And I'm going to go through the Bangkok airport and the things to do, the things to expect, and the things what happens there, and where you can get some bargains as well. And that will be happening in a couple of days. God bless to everyone. And I will say, and I will sign off here. Cheerio. Bye-bye.